Even though this is titled as another installment in the BrickLink series, I'm going to be highlighting some of the fun things that have come through the P.O. box in the last few months. But first off, this is an international BrickLink order, and it was made for one very, very specific element, which we'll look at the end. The obsession with the old pink color definitely continues here in this store, as many of the international stores do had a great selection of pink parts. I especially love these lamppost elements. This is actually the old light yellow. This isn't cool yellow. It's very similar, but this definitely has a warmer tone to it, I want to say. And this is a lot more of that. Funnily enough, I actually really need these purple pieces right now for a video I'm working on, so that's a pleasant surprise that past me remembered to buy those. Great job. And then a lot more pink parts. This one's especially interesting to me. Some very useful parts in here, just some arches. Even one in the light yellow color again, and then 1x6 plates. This one here too is pretty nice. I'm very curious to see what Audrey ends up using these for. But the fun bag is this one here. Primarily for this oddity right here. I can't be dropping that. This is quite rare. So at first glance, you're thinking trans yellow pip, whoop-de-doo. But this is trans neon yellow, a very unusual Clickets color that had a few system appearances. But this pip, this 1x1 round plate, is exclusive to certain production runs of the old Belleville underwater castle set, you know, my dream Belleville set. But only certain runs. It's listed as an alternate part on BrickLink. And this color is frequently mislabeled by sellers as naturally trans yellow because it is very similar. Let's get out the chart. I have, perhaps unsurprisingly, desperately wanted to own this piece. But again, I've tried to order it in the past and I just get one of these. I got lucky with this store and it is indeed the real deal. So you can see the color difference there. So we got trans yellow on top, trans green, trans bright green, and then trans neon green. And there's trans neon yellow. So it kind of falls in between these three transparent colors. Just for something really, really distinct and interesting. And definitely is by far one of the rarest pips to have. At least that was in actual production runs. There are probably non-production elements out there that have come to exist through the Legoland parks or whatever. I'm gonna probably scoot everybody over down here and get it in. And then some fun stuff left over here too. We get the transmedium blue Devastator body. It might not be as vibrant as perhaps the trans red, for instance, or even the trans neon green, but I do really like this. Fire Vulture has always been one of my favorite Exo4 sets, so that one's very cool to have. Funnily enough, this was supposed to be trans medium blue, but it is very much just trans light blue. But I didn't even bother to say anything. Yeah, you can see the color difference right there. They got the one that mattered, right? No reason to go after the whatever extra 10 cents I probably paid for that. It'll be okay. Parrot parts to add more to the jungle. Like, it just really needs to recolor the parrot. That'd be great. These are really interesting. I believe these are from Scala, but it's as you can see, very much a white 2x2 tile, printed pretty much edge to edge with red. And I was like, maybe this will be useful for some weird Minecraft thing. Regardless, a very interesting part to own. And 4 of them at that. And then green grill tiles, though I am thinking about switching out all the cacti for the new 1x2 plate with rail design. And these are just blue-violet. Those are gonna be great for maybe a Knight's Kingdom mock in the future. I've had some pretty fun stuff come through the P.O. box, which I know is not very well advertised, but that's okay. But the first thing that showed up was from one of my members, Jack, who sent in a lovely letter and fan art. This has been up on my fridge ever since. It brings me great joy. If you haven't seen the Christmas Clickets videos, watch them. I think they're the best videos on this channel. Amazing stuff. This brings me such joy. It will remain on my fridge till the end of time. I hope you know that, Jack. Thank you so much. I even was graced with a slug from the slugger himself, who sent along a hand-typed, like on a typewriter, note as well. And he also gave me a Power Miners crystal sticker. That was so nice of him to acknowledge the existence of power miners. I'm sure he's not referencing any other themes than besides one of my childhood favorites, power miners. Appreciated Slugger. And then most recently, another one of my channel members, Chars, sent in a pip he thinks that I didn't quite have for my collection. And boy, was he right. Is this, maybe this is from the snowman decorating kit that Target did a few years ago. Isn't that fantastic though? I'll find home for that on the board, don't you worry. Perfect. And he sent along some other gifts as well, such as his sig fig with a present and a frog inside. You can never have too many frogs. And then there's just a bunch of random bits and bobs in here. Those will be very useful. I do really appreciate those. I'll get those in the trial chamber right away. Why not? Oh, that's the bracket from the bat. That makes more sense. And a Hoglin head. Awesome. It's the Marauder's map. That's a great piece. I love that a lot. I'll be honest, I don't even know what this is from. There obviously are sock prints in Harry Potter, but this is not one that I recognize. It's a little more cartoony. Huh, I'm gonna have to look that up. Now we got a Quibbler too. A magma cube, which is very nice because all my magma cubes are actually gone right now. They're in a photo shoot over in the UK for something else, and I don't know if they will ever return, to be totally honest, but I remain optimistic. One of those spell books from the Hogwarts Moment sets. Look at all these awesome tools. Fantastic. Thank you all very much. I really do appreciate this stuff. I will put it to good use. We gotta hide the slug in the world too, I suppose. That'd be kind of funny. This is part of a larger order. I ordered this guy alongside the 2020 Burrow for my upcoming comparison. But anyway, it is the Master of Lake Town. Such a cool figure. I mean, say what you will about the Hobbit films, but the Lego minifigures still brought their A game. This guy looks so cool. Double-sided cape. Oh, we do got a double-sided head on him too. Oh, and look at this, just elaborate hair hat combo. I'm sure there's printing around the back too of the torso. Great, great stuff. Expensive figure, but I got a good deal on the Burrow, so splurge on him. Oh, and this box just arrived today, and I'm quite excited. So we got some paper goodies here on top, which we definitely got to highlight. Some of these have come too late to be featured in their respective revisiting videos, but what you gonna do? So this is the polybag instructions, and these are absolutely fascinating to me because as far as I'm aware, these polybags were not available in the US, and wow, okay, that's unfortunate. I hope this wasn't described as new. It's a little falling apart, but it's even got a comic on the back. Not much to the comic, but I mean, there's not much paper here to work with. Just this, I don't know, I think it's really cool. Also, the color almost seems to be dark red instead of red, but it is very much red. Really cool stuff. I did feature this set. It must have been revisiting Exoforce 2, probably, maybe 1. There's a lot of those videos now. We're up to 4, hopefully 5 by the end of the year, but I thought that was really cool. Too cool to pass up. One revisiting video that we haven't gotten to yet is going to be action figures from Wave 3. And so I actually have a canister for this guy too, Dracus. And thought like, hey, why not get the instruction booklet as well? So yeah, you can see that these would have been released probably in January or March, ahead of the playsets, much like all the other ones. Got comics in the back here too. We'll explore this in greater detail once that video comes out. Awesome stuff. And one more Knights Kingdom artifact here too. So Brick Up Brad and I have been trying to get all of the party favors that were released for Knights Kingdom. And you can see these are just weird. If you look closely, you can see the outlines here, but these are you just punch them out and throw them on the table. It's just little table decorations. It's so random, and I mean, it was like $5. It's definitely not worth $5. There's 10. Oh, I guess you get the logos too. Just little punch out things, but really, really fun and weird piece of Knights Kingdom history to have to go alongside all my other things, the napkins, the stamps, whatever else is going on up there. I've got a little Knights Kingdom party box happening. It's great. All right, on to the real stuff here. All right, we'll get the easy stuff out of the way. Octagonal tubes, baby. I love octagonal tubes. It's a pity that design has gone away. Like, imagine if we had like just one brick tall. Oh, It's Kingdom Mock. It's going to happen one of these days, so just a lot of angular pieces by the looks of it. That's pretty much all that's available in this color, brick-wise anyway. Pink pieces. Let's open this one up. There's going to be some cool ones in here. So the shorter arches this time around, and then the much less shorter arches. They're very tall. Oh, so many arches and 1x6 plates again. And look at these. They're huge. Audrey might struggle to use these. These are definitely Belleville scale elements, but super cool nonetheless. Great to add to the paint collection if they get used or not. This is pretty cool. I'll always be a huge fan of the original hard plastic flowers, very much a Scala element. Minecraft, in its early years, really popularized the use of these, and I'm pretty sure the orange one in particular came in some Minecraft sets. So it lasted a little bit longer than some of the other recolors over the years, but I don't really have more than like 2. So I saw them here for like 10 cents a piece, and I'm like, definitely gonna have to get some of those. Yeah, I just find it to be a very useful and beautiful piece. This could almost serve as carrots in the Minecraft world, something like that. But the really cool one here, and the one that's far less common, this probably cost me $1, is a trans clear one. Yeah, how well is that? Oh, there we go, we get a good shine on it. Yeah, really, really cool. So we saw trans light blue in one of the, I think it was Diagon Alley shops, more than likely, from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone back in 2001. But this is just a straight up trans clear one. Really, really pretty piece. Just kind of wanted to have another color. There we go. So pink nozzles, nothing crazy going on there. And then cylinders in blue-violet for hopefully some Knights Kingdom stuff. Now we're getting to some proper weird things here. A lot of the elements in this bag in particular are what drew me to this store in the first place. In an ideal world, this would have shown up before the completion of my wool farm, like a Minecraft episode, because it was my intention to use these as legs for the sheep. Let me grab that, actually. So this piece in black is not particularly common. It came in a lot of sets from ages past. I want to say it showed up in one set recently, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But anyway, it kind of just gives some more definition rather than just the flat 1x2 brick, of course. Especially wanted to have that for the black sheep, since it is not very common itself either. So I want to say these were probably like 50 cents a piece, but most stores charge $1, so I ended up getting an extra here. And it's just a nice piece, right? So it's the 1x2 with the little slot in it. You got the lime green one, which is from the microscale gunship back in the early 2000s. Blue, another uncommon one, and then dark green too kind of surprised me. I think it's exclusive to like a Technic set or something. It's really outlandish. Octagonal piece snuck in there. All sorts of pink elements too, and then this guy. So on my channel, I've probably talked about the 8x8 trans medium blue version of this, but as we were hosting the Minecraft mock competition, someone in the channel was just talking about how this piece existed and how awesome it would be for lava. And I had no idea it did exist. It's exclusive to the first 2005 Mustafar Duel set, and there's only one in that set. And even though this is significantly rarer, statistically, than the trans medium blue, I think just a lot of people don't know about it, so it's also a lot cheaper than the trans medium blue plate. It's not cheap. This is like $3, $4, $5, but those trans medium blue plates go for over $10 a piece. So this was just a real no-brainer inclusion in this order. It's a wonderful piece. So this is trans neon orange, discontinued color now, unfortunately, but to get that much trans neon orange, wow, just cool stuff. I don't think one piece is like another in this little baggie. So this is most likely salmon. If I had to guess, this would be a Fabuland exclusive recolor of the half barrel. Salmon's just a cool color. Let's compare this to coral actually while we're here. So yeah, obviously these are very reflective pieces, but you can kind of see that the saturation is definitely just toned down on this one a little bit when compared to coral. There's definitely a much bigger difference in person that doesn't quite come across on camera. But yes, This definitely fits more in line with LEGO's current color palette, but this just does feel a bit more versatile, a bit more realistic. I did end up picking up all the dungeons, weapons. These are elements I don't own, but I feel like as the LEGO Minecraft guy, I should probably get them. So here they are. Oh wow, it's another parrot and another single wing. We're gonna have to find some wings somewhere at some point. What is this? Earth orange, maybe? Earth orange bread. That's cool. I do have a light yellow one of those, and obviously the medium nougat and the tan, but that's pretty funky. And these are medium orange, so they're just a little bit brighter than the earth orange. Some good old Scala elements there. Love these perfume bottles and stuff. Can never get enough of those. These are medium green. I'm not entirely sure if I have any medium green of these already. Definitely don't have a complete set, but it's a cool color. Quite literally. I've been needing this. I think I just bought another one because I forgot to take it off my wanted list. Guys, always remember to take things off your wanted list. It'll save you some pain. Yellow sheephead, iron golem stuff, cat. Saw a lot of these in the last video. It's the updated, probably discontinued now, space helmet that I want to replace some of my Mars mission guys' helmets with. Should I ever do a mock? Bright green grass stem, and if it focuses, we can determine if it... I think it's the real deal. I ordered some of these and probably featured them in a past video, and they turned out to be fakes. I only found out at a show. It was very embarrassing when I finally bothered to look at the logo, and there was none. Ravager. I'd never seen this color of ribbon before, so this is fairly common throughout some Belleville sets, but I think this is exclusive to a 2000s horse stable set. It has a green little ribbon. Isn't that lovely? Just has a very small bar connection. It was just enough where you could fit it into a headlight brick. Was probably the primary place where it'd get attached. There might have been attachments on the horses themselves to award them with ribbon. And then this is classic parodies of pink flowers. Pretty cool. Thank you to Jack, Charles, and Slugger for the lovely gifts in the P.O. box. I will have that address down in the description if you're interested in sending me anything. Please don't feel like you have to, but I'll do my best to feature those in upcoming BrickLink videos or wherever else. That's gonna be all for this one. I'm gonna get this tidied up. The neons should definitely all be in the row down here. I realized that when there was only two, I guess it didn't make that much of a difference. Whatever. Anyway, have yourself a great life. I'll see you next time.